So what do we see here? We see AJ as the Italians. Italians is not a bad civ by any measure. It's not an ideal civ, but you know, they could get out some quite tight pinches by upping quite fast, getting some really good good upgrades really quickly. Like if they go crossbows, they could up quite quick into Arbalast, Bracer, Chemistry. They could also go knights. They have fully upgraded Cavalier, which is really good. And then also they have the condos just to pick them out of tricky situations, especially to raid with. If they have quite a prolonged castle age, go up to imp, instantly spam the condos. They're very, very strong. So yeah, they have a lot of bonuses right away. They have quite a good man at arms because the cheaper upping. You always want a good economy bonus if you're doing man at arms. It just helps so much. It's a very tight strategy otherwise. We see good players perform it all the time with civs with little to no economy bonus, but surprisingly it's just such a big bonus to have a good, even a small economy bonus. Even pushing a deer when doing man at arms is really strong. AJ probably wants to play aggressive with this map. Looking at this, he has a stoneway in the back. That's okay-ish. He could get to that eventually if he had to. We see main stone not in a good position. It can be walled if this is walled, if this is walled. It could definitely be walled in. But his golds are atrocious. They're just forward and on hills in front of his base. This is not good for him. He does have this backwood line though. He has a good wall off. If he goes quite far to wall off, then he has a really simple wall off. Looking over here, we see Vinch with the Chimera. Chimera is not a good civ by any means. It has some nice strategies, like for example, if you want to go into double range archers really, really quickly, then you've got a good position. The Jupe strat? Is that TC Rush? Infinite. So I'm not entirely sure what we're going to see here from the Chimera player. They can go scouts. Obviously, if not to build the racks, they could even up quite early. They don't have to have too much on wood. You can afford to add 3 farms instead of building a barracks. That's actually quite good economy wise. But then again, you don't then have a barracks to then make spears from. Italians, they might as well go scouts. They have bloodlines. They have all the relevant upgrades. As I said, their cavalry is fully upgraded all the way up to Cavalier. They have Hussar, fully upgraded Hussar. Did they? Yeah, they do. Never mind. Just took me a minute to remember. I think, yeah, Italians is just a really good civ. It's, I like them, but not too much. I think they're mediocre. I've never been too big of a fan of Italians. You've got 3 civs that are in the same boat going by my means. You've got Italians, Incas, and Malians. We're looking at kind of jack of all trades civs. They could really pull off many, many things. Except Incas is the true master of all because they've got just all the counters for everything really. They have good skirmishers, good arbalast. They've got, you know, quite good against archers, eagles. Not the best eagles, obviously mine are a little bit better for raiding. They're often said to be better than Aztecs. They have champion, they've got the slingers. Slingers being incredibly important. And Kamukes just kill quite a lot of things, as well as they need sorry, they have Hub of the Year. I just read something by Osa in chat and just thought that's the most stupid thing I've read this year. But yeah. One thing that Italians do have is good monks, so Chimera going knights or elephants, not an ideal situation. They probably want to go into archers and then go into crossbows. Add scorpions if he encounters skirmishers, archers, pikemen maybe? Maybe if he wants to go for the crossbows and Italian switches to knights, scorpions would not be ideal. So it depends what AJ wants to go, actually. If the Chimera player goes knights, he could add in scorpions against pikes. Not entirely sure what we're going to see here. AJ going for 20 pop scouts and 21 pop scouts coming from Vinch. At least I'm assuming scout. Yeah, it looks like scouts because he's not going to the gold quite early. I keep forgetting, what is it Italians are missing? It's got to be heresy, isn't it? It's not atonement, it's not illumination. It's not atonement, it's not elimination, it's not blood printing, it's not redemption. Ah yeah, it's heresy. Heresy is the one civ that I only place on civs that I actually require it on. No one ever really gets into monk wars with me because they know better. So Vinch, lots on wood. He's fulling 400 wood. He's probably gonna go, is he gonna go like 2 stable scouts or something crazy? Maybe even a stable and an archery range right away and just go skirmishers really quickly. That might be an idea. Stable coming up for AJ. Vinch building a barracks. Because I guess he just assumes that AJ's going to scouts with the speed that he went up. So he's just wanted the barracks to get some spears. Fair enough, either way we're going to see typical scout war, except the Italians have the edge with the cheaper upping bonus being quite a good economy bonus. Vinch, a little bit of food. He can make 3 scouts, 2 or 3. Looking at scouting of both players, AJ has really good scouting of Vinch, and Vinch has equally good scouting really of AJ. He knows where a couple of the golds are at least. I don't understand what you mean by food farm. If you mean in H, then yes, there's farms for food. And pop capped panic building houses. That's not good for Vinch. If Vinch wins this one, then I am Jesus. I'm going to keep you fixed on the scouts right now. I need to quickly go check on something before I accidentally set my house on fire. So we're seeing a lot of 4 scouts for both players just kind of chilling around the map, similar HPs. Spear coming forward for AJ. AJ's doing a forward spear with literally every strategy he's done in the past 2 games. Well, 3 games including this one. And he's getting rickety red by a wolf. Interesting. Farm count wise are looking pretty equal. It looks like Vinch might be able to try and take engagement on top of this hill. He's gonna have a hard time getting to his gold. Safe-ish woodline, not too easy to wall. He's gone a little bit crazy here. Oh, I just realized those berries are really far. Interesting. The worst version of Age, I think, was on the Nintendo DS. But yeah, the PS2 version was absolute hilarity. You would have like longbows that would shoot something like a good 3 screens away. Just this so bad resolution. That's a lot of scouts from AJ. AJ's massing the military, even with the spear in there. It's a couple hits from dead, it's only going to get 1 hit on the scout, but that's still definitely worth it at this point. Yeah, 2 really good players here, but I think AJ's got the massive lead. He's even got the villager lead. We see wheelbarrow from Vinch, but doesn't quite explain the villager lead. He's going to have to keep spam building these houses though. He's going to go on the gold, but he's not going to wall this off. He could wall this off if he wanted to. It's not too many tiles, just protect that gold of his. At least he knows where the scouts are at this point. AJ going bloodlines, he's going fully into the scouts. Neither player has any upgrades, but AJ's just getting the upgrades himself. AJ can click up quite quick, obviously as Italians, it's cheaper for him. Neither player has much food in the bank at the moment, but... Oh, Vinch is masking his own scouts. That is a lot of scouts as well. What is going here? So Vinch is just going to try and quick wall in these villagers. Try and use some spears to assist him in the process. Yeah, he's got 2 spears here and 2 spears coming from the top, so I don't think we're going to see too much engagement from AJ. It's definitely not worth him for him to do that. He's going to lose that fight with that many spears. But Vinch adding in more and more scouts. What is going on? What is he going to do with scouts? Especially since AJ's fully walled. He can assume that AJ's fully walled. No more struggle lames for him. Nope, so held right click a bit too long, went off screen and decked it. So those 2 spears are going to get wrecked. Obviously the bloodlines being to survive the extra hit is quite nice. I think Vinch is just going to take a good engagement here though. A reasonable engagement. Most of the scouts are going to die. Really nice baiting there from AJ though. And Vinch is in a good position, I think. Yeah, now there's 2 spears in there. So now Vinch has all his own scouts and skirmishers. He can just start, for example, if he wanted to attack this wall, just put skirmishers behind it. AJ can do nothing. AJ has no knowledge of this is happening, so he's not going to have a tower in the position against him. Just to say the elos of these players, at the time this match was played, Vinch was 2411, 2.4k basically. AJ was a shade under 2k3, 2272. So this house will eventually go down. We see no bloodlines, despite the amount of scouts from Vinch. Skirmisher is going to be huge, so fletching is really important. And the gate is probably going to get wrecked. AJ is probably going to panic build the tower. Not panic build actually, he can get away with it because, well, he can. Skirmishers are not too damaging. They don't do too many damage to builds. So this is going to go down, and if AJ doesn't wall this, he's in a real predicament. He goes for the house. There we go. So not sure why AJ didn't keep a villager, keep a skirmisher attacking the villager building that house to keep it denied. But now he's going to have a hard time doing anything else. AJ's going up to Castle Age. Vinch is quite far still 400 food, which is quite a lot. Lots of farms though. He has enough on gold to get up anyway. Blacksmith, he has 1 range, 1 arch, 1 stable. So he's going to be able to break his way in somewhere else. As long as there's a bit more skirmishers to protect from the archers. And AJ even adding some more scouts of his own to try and quell this. 2 villagers going forward, that's I'm not sure why the villagers are forward. What's he going to do, just plan to sit under the tower attacking it? Now he's going to add his own tower, sweet. Nice move. And Vinch going right in with the scouts and the skirmishers to clear up the archers. There's nothing to really stop Vinch at this point. The tower's not doing the damage against the scouts. No bloodlines of course, but you know, definitely pulling off. If that tower goes up, then this goal can... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's mostly denied. This won't be denied this side. And not until botkin or something, but... So what is AJ going to make when he's up? Is he going to make knights? I can see him making knights. AJ has a couple of scouts over here, but they're not being used. Vinch is starting to wall this off, which is good news. Let's just hope he doesn't leave that as a towel gap. Not sure what Vinch is thinking now he's in this position. Sorry, AJ. He's getting a market because obviously no longer has any gold. He's probably queuing up knights. Knights. Yeah, and getting the crossbow upgrade. This tower was a really nice move from Vinch. Vinch knows what he's doing. So that knight is not going to be a big problem. These villagers just not getting sniped because obviously he doesn't have enough archers there to do the damage, but he's still causing some delays. He might even get a kill here. Is AJ microing? Yep, quite well. Saving the villager. So Vinch is going to be up sometime soon. He's queuing up double range archers. He's going to go crossbows against knights plus crossbows. Don't think that's going to work for him. There's a lot of army heading towards Vinch's base. Vinch is not walled, kind of. I assume that's not walled. He's going to panic wall it. He's going to try and quickly ensure he's walled. Oh, he's out here on this stone. His main stone is really bad. He's probably going to lose a villager to this. Even if quick walls he's in, the crossbows are coming, so. He's really all over Vinch's base. This is really nice. Vinch is still... AG's base rather. AG's finally going on this gold. I can see one elephant coming out. Like one single elephant, possibly. Being Khmer, they catch up to the crossbows insanely quickly. And obviously the knights are not going to take the engagement. Vinch has quite a lot of resources. 400 food is now to be sniffed at. He's probably considering adding his own. Nope. Not a clue. Don't know why he's panic building the market there, not quick walling in villagers or anything along those lines. I think AG's got quite a nice move here though, he has a nice unit combination. He's still dealing with this at home though. He's finally dealt with the... well, everything, but he's still got to deal with the tower here on the wood line. AG has to move wood line again. So I think he has a nice unit combination, but he's being pushed off too many resources. We don't see ballistics for either player, but we don't see university for either player actually. We see no additional TCs being added. AJ, does AJ have stone? Yeah, he does. He's not mining stone to be able to afford an RTC, and he doesn't really have the food economy to run making knights either. I actually would not be shocked if AJ GG'd. It would seem premature, but I don't think he feels like he could have done that much damage. And I think he feels maybe too much damage being done to him, too much denied, he's going to have a hard time clearing things up. Ah yeah, Khmer doing the house garrison. Forgot that was a thing. And that's what's happening here to protect the villager. Age's economy is a mess. He's going to be behind the villagers soonish when Vinch catches up. Neither player has bowsaw. Both are still on their feudal age economy upgrades. What is Vinch doing? With only 2 ranges, he's not going to catch up in military. He'd be the same if AJ was just doing 2 ranges, but he's also got the stable, which puts him really far ahead with the knights. He's slightly ahead because he has padded archer armor, and again bowsaw. He's going to be behind ballistics though. He sees this fight, he's just going to run straight the fuck back. Please make an elephant. This is a really risky position here, and there does appear to be a hole in the wall. And it looks like Vinch is going for the funnel, which would be nice if he didn't have a hole in the wall. Good intentions, execution 3 out of 10. Thank you for the compliment. Although I sound dehydrated 24/7, and my English is frankly terrible. I would really be surprised if we didn't see it now. Would love to see a Khmer elephant just simply because the faster movement is really strong. Vinch can afford to make an RTC as soon as he gets wood, but he's got the stone for it. Nice way he managed to pull this out. AJ is quite smart to move out of there. That's a really nice move by AJ. AJ now getting bowsaw, he's going to catch up soon. Vinch now getting ballistic, so he's going to be equal on that front. Forward siege workshop from AJ. That tower's still there. We don't see any villagers. The villagers are going up here. I guess just to grab a distant gold. He's going to have some safe economy that AJ's not going to know about. Vinch is still slightly ahead in his archer upgrades. He has 1 more armor, which will play into effect. But the knights are just going to be too big of a problem to deal with right now. He has to back away from his gold, at least for now. Get some nice kills on the crossbows though. And he could quite easily just back up into his TC to get some free hits from the TC onto the knights. And the knights are almost dead actually. Nice. I think Vinch now has this one in control. But the push from the Forward Siege Workshop is going to be a bit hard for him to deal with. No padded archer armor yet from AJ. Resource wise, AJ has good resources. And Vinch has decent resources as well, quite a lot of food to run his TCs with. Oh, I keep holding that too long and moving. By tower view, do you mean player's view? Like that? Or... Speaking of which, what's the map scouting look like? Well, AJ still has these scouts here. He's been chilling for quite a long time. To be fair, I've done that. I've not known. Only second TC coming up now from AJ though, be SD3 we see from Vinch. Vinch has a lot more map scouting simply because he sent villagers randomly out to grab some gold. Quite a lot denied here though. He even sees the stone. He knows about the stone. He knows about the golds, all the golds now. He knows where he can pressure. This hill is not good. Yeah, to be fair, this looks like one of my lumber camps. Don't diss bad lumber camps, I'm the king of them. And I just dropped some ash on my desk. That's beautiful. This is the white stuff that ends up on my keyboard mat that I simply can't explain to anyone else that it's not what you think it is. So Vinch is definitely ahead in economy. Not ahead in military though, and this hill is going to be so difficult. Like, there's nothing that can really stop these except mass, maybe in elephants. That's what I would see crazily. Oh, nice, nice. If he does mass more knights than this, then he's in a good position actually. But it's going to be hard for him to mass that many knights. He's going double stable now. I am fairly sure AJ's still on the one stable. I didn't see him build another one. And he's not producing from it anymore. If Vinch gets +2, does he have +2? No, +1 only. The monastery being added by AJ is a really nice preemptive move though, expecting an elephant. I hope he's expecting elephants. But expecting knights, that kind of thing, to clear out the mangonels since they're uphill and obviously crossbows can't do the job. I think that's a nice move. Both these players are just thinking really ahead of the game. It's always 2 steps ahead. Even AJ is sending a couple of crossbows to permanently deny that stone for a long time. Obviously Vinch doesn't want to risk sending all his army up there to clean that up, just for the sake of 2 crossbows. These knights are still only +1, but these are going to be able to clean up the mangonels. Yeah, a couple of them are going to get converted, which is obviously not good for Vinch's sake. If he loses a couple of knights, obviously he's going to be behind in the knight count, which is not ideal. Even keeping them, maybe he's keeping them +1 just simply so when they get converted he could kill them back easier. And AJ's advancing to Imp and getting a castle. This is top pressure play right here. That is a really exceptional move, I think. Would that be a GG on Imp? Well, Vinch is no longer adding knights. I guess he feels he can't deal with this too easily now. So the question is now what? If Vinch moves back, if he has another TC up here, maybe TC here, if he expands his economy out onto the map. Doesn't really have much scouting of this, but I feel Vinch can, if he just accepted that this is yeah, I think if Vinch accepted that this point is going to be lost since the castle's here and there's nothing you can do about it, and just completely moved back, treat his economy as this space, well, let's zoom out further. Treat this is now dead and his economy is this space, even this space, he might be in a good place. Vinch is ahead in the economy, yeah, sure, 7 villagers, but he's going to be behind him quite late. He's not going to have any stone to build any castle. He's probably going to have to go siege rams. Against Italians, Italians can just start spamming in condos. He can spam his own knights. I'm not sure what AJ's quite going for. Amassing a lot of knights at home, so assuming maybe would plan to go the Cavalier route rather than just Arbalast. Vinch's gold, well that's his main gold. His second gold was one's there and the other one's there actually. I didn't see the other one being there. Of course Vinch does have this gold out on the map. A good 1200 gold still in there. He could find that one if we looked for it. Vinch is going to get Arbalast, but it's not going to do him any favours I don't think. Can't stop sneezing today. A knight being thrown away for free. That's not great. Still though, lots of gold here. No real expansion out here. No going on to the stone for Vinch. Well, I thought I saw mass migration of villagers. I was just blind. Vinch going to be able to snipe a lot of these knights down, which is going to help him. At least a little bit in the army lead. AJ massively in the army lead though, 37 to 24. He's basically got better Arbalasts than Vinch, and Vinch is not on the hill and he has less units. AJ has no access to this gold, but it doesn't matter. Vinch is not fighting him off it. His main gold here looking pretty depleted actually. Second gold. Was that the second gold? The second gold, which I assume was there, is now completely gone. But obviously he now has 2 of Vinch's golds. And he does have scouting of that. 3rd TC coming up. 4th TC coming up for Vinch. Looks like he's just moving out of the area. He's going to use his own Arbalast to try and defend for a little while, but I'm not sure what his longer term plan is. Scorpions? Scorpions against Arbalast without heavy Scorpions, not great. You really need heavy Scorpion to be able to survive against Arbalast types of chemistry. No Pavis or Pavisi, as you would Pavisi, as you would say. There's an one of those fancy things. It's not an accent quite. It's not like any grave. It's one of those French, not French things. The Italian things, obviously, pronounced over the E in Pavis, as far as I'm aware. Better Arbalast right now for Vinch. Actually, that's kind of arguable. They do have the extra, well, 2 more Pierce armor, which is pretty big, but it's only for now, and obviously we have Thumb Ring for AJ. Again, I'm not sure what Vinch can do. He's going to get Masonry to survive a little bit longer against the Trebs, and he does have more economy being boomed out this way. He does... Oh, he even sees villagers on that gold if he wanted to raid it. And AJ found this gold out here. That's not good for Vinch. Vinch can definitely lose that one quite easily. Bomber Cannon's going to help him, but they both have Bomber Cannons. And obviously it's cheaper for the Italians. Looks like we're going to see some crazy Arbalast micro, but the Knights are probably going to come in here, just try and sponge some of the damage. 4 Knights going down when the Arbalast get close. And looks like Vinch is just losing the army battle. 39-15, this is GG. I think he's going to call GG when all these units are dead, or at least close to it. Yeah, there we go, GG called. 6 military left. Nice play from both players, they both definitely took that one very, very well. Moving on to the 4th and final game in the series, which is either going to be Equalizer or Complete Domination for AJ. Again, these are both very, very good players, and I'm very impressed to see their gameplay. Capture Age gonna load, there we go. We have Vinch as the Britons and AJ as the Burmese. Okay, interesting. I would definitely say Britons win this matchup, but there's nothing wrong with Burmese if they get a really good early man at arms and can cause some damage, deny some ranges, that kind of thing. So let's have a quick look at the maps here. This is, right off the bat, Gold's a bit forward, this one not so forward. This could be walled around, but at the same time it is at the bottom of quite a large hill in front of Vinch's base. Vinch does seem a little bit at a base and hill back here, hill here, here, here. He could be surrounded. Main stone also not so good. Second stone is... let's just zoom out and have a quick look. Second stone is miles away. The fuck? Oh, that's Gaia's line. I had no idea I clicked on Gaia. Oh well. I have no idea what you mean by tower view. But yeah, Vinch does not have a good base. He's sort of a base and he has a safe wood line. That's pretty much it. A little bit sketchy. Here over here we see AJ Burmese, not an ideal civ again, but it's good against certain matchups, especially night heavy matchups. For example, Persians. Persians could be quite good. They could get an early lead on Burmese. Burmese can do some few things. So AJ's map, safe main gold. He has a safe-ish wood line. They're pretty far, but a little bit of walling here, a little bit of walling here, all across here. Maybe here, here, or here, here even here, here, here. You get my point. Do you mean like zoom in on the whole map? Because it's kind of hard to detail any information from that. But I think AJ's map is at an extent wallable. Burmese, he probably wants to go man at arms play, and that's going to be quite aggressive. His stone's really not good, quite forward. This one could be walled in a decent bit, but maybe not too much. This one completely out of the question, the second gold out of the question. This gold actually quite safe, lots of gold actually safe for AJ. A lot better than Vinch's map, especially since he's not at the bottom of a basin. To be fair, Vinch can wall off a large chunk of his area, but that's quite a large circular wall, that's probably not ideal. Maybe there. That's the extent. Really walling off from AJ. AJ's going for this wall, so he's probably going to go for that one. What are we seeing on wood? We see only 3 on wood. AJ wants to go scouts. We receive 4 on wood here from Vinch. Vinch probably wants to go... I'm not sure if that's a meme or something that I'm not understanding, but tower view doesn't make any sense. And bird view, I'm assuming you're referring to bird's eye view, which is nothing like this. Well, I think Trush, but usually man-at-arms towers is a bit more common with Burmese because obviously the extra damage on the man-at-arms lets you shred villagers. I mean, absolutely shred them. Bird's eye view is like top down, so like not looking at it kind of the sideways isometric, but I understand what you mean now, but I have no idea where the tower part of that's coming from. Vinch going for another wood line. To be fair, is Vinch... yeah, there's actually the early barracks. I was going to suggest, is he actually going to go man-arms into archers? Walling in a little bit close. There is no sound when I zoom in and out, but the volume changes. Like, even really close. And then when I zoom out. A tower here from AJ would just be huge because then that just completely denies Vinch's golds. As well as one stone, and this stone's quite vulnerable after that. Tower here maybe. Just keep the front. This isn't my tryhard mechanical keyboard. My tryhard mechanical keyboard was my blue switches. This is my what switches even are these? Oh, red. Completely forgot about them. red used to be the rave, but then it became blue. So we're seeing 20 pop scouts from AJ. Sure, nice strategy, might as well. Free lump cap upgrade, saves him quite a bit of wood. Gets him a good economy bonus quite early on. With Finch doing the 22 pop on arms and archers, obviously he's going to have quite fast archers. He even went 3 on gold just to get into archers quite fast because he has quite a lot of wood. Oh. Does the scoreboard have the correct civs? Yeah, it does. I need to update those. I just realized Vinch didn't make man arms. Why did I assume he was going man arms when he didn't make any? He's going 22 pop archers. That was completely blindsided by me. I'm just not used to seeing people do 22 pop archers. Surprisingly, since he doesn't have that much wood. Ah, he's towering his gold. That's a nice move. No, he could protect his villagers mining gold because archers are his only army. But obviously towering here is not going to be that big of a problem now. That's a nice move from Vinch. Vinch is Britons, so he's not making Burmese archers. AJ is stable, he's just making more and more scouts. He can cause some raiding damage here, but just garrisoning in the tower and then the spear next to it's gonna keep them off. He now knows that AJ is going to go scouts and a lot of archers is gonna destroy scouts. This wood line's a little bit dodgy. He can quick wall this in, but he needs to get his villager there first, which he's gonna be able to do. With the spear coming in, I think he's probably just gonna try attack the scouts with the villagers really. And who's housed? Vinch is housed. Vinch has been housed every single game. Do we see a forward spear from AJ by any chance? Just because it's what I've been expecting after all these games. It won't be a civil win for Angelina because Vinch has Britons. That's a civil win over Burmese. Actually, come think of it, AJ can still deny this stone, which would prevent Vinch from adding TCs, which as Britons is quite important. All he has to do is keep the forward up here and have a tower over here. It would be hard to make one though, you need quite a lot of skirmishers to get that close with archers. Did we see a fast blacksmith? No blacksmith yet. But as soon as he gets one, he's going to be making those sweet Briton archers with the faster producing ranges. Of course, right now he's not had any. Why not? Maybe he's just saving up the wood to make a... I don't know why he's idling the ranges. He's got quite a lot to wall off over here, he might be able to make it. There we go, back to making archers. So we see full wall here, we're going to see skirmisher plus scout. We're probably going to see even more scout upgrades coming out. Skirm plus scout definitely will work against archer spears. There's not too many spears added. But he's very, very food heavy on that. I think AJ is going to have a very slow uptime. Of course, just making pure archers as being Britons, then you're in a good position to up quite quick. Obviously you had the early eco bonus with the sheep, but you can quite easily get castle age without spending that much food. You get the power spike with the extra 1 range, that's huge. Really, especially against skirmishers, you can just hit and run skirmishers with archers at that point basically. And then obviously crossbow, bodkin, arrow. Then Britons can just add a TC either side, slowly mining this gold, stone rather, to be able to make his TCs later on. I like Vinch's position just simply because of his civ, and the way he's playing it is good for his civ. I can see if AJ got something like bloodlines, maybe got quite ambitious with his scouts. He could definitely take on this army though. Oh yeah, especially since Vinch is splitting up. Vinch just wants to raid. If he gets archers here, absolutely incredible positioning. 3 archers coming back actually does seem like a good idea because a lot of skirmishers are coming this way. Scout's going to catch him off guard. Does AJ notice? Don't think he does. Vinch is going to go for a little bit of walling. That's quite some walling though. I think this spear over here is just going to be what he needs. Oh, blacksmith, there we go. A blacksmith this late means no fletching, which is a little bit of a problem picking off villagers and also dealing with these scouts. Especially since they've got +1 now. Yeah, I feel like something like man-at-arms would have been quite effective here. That's a lot of skirmishers, they could easily just camp under the tower. I think AJ is going to try and kill some of those walls there with the scouts just to get in closer. Vinch has a lot of resources, he could even up quite quick. Not that soon, but maybe in 2 minutes he'll click up. Lots of free hits with arrows there. Of course, gold economy denied for quite some time. Even tower coming up over here. But the gold economy being slowed down that much is a little bit of a bonus, but he spent a lot of food to get it, and that's maybe not worth it. We now have towers and archers firing on the scouts, and even spears chasing the skirmishers, because why not? I think Vinch is going to focus all in on killing the skirmishers, because as soon as they're down, nothing to stop the spears killing the scouts. Good fight from the hill though, for AJ. AJ is doing really well here. And that is open. I also want to assume that's a hole, but... Nice one from AJ. Do we see fletching but no armor yet? Vinch losing a villager or 2. Vinch is behind the villagers by 6. He does have wheelbarrows, so he's behind them maybe by about 3, 4. But yeah, it's AJ definitely played this one quite well. He's gonna be up quite a bit later though, which is not what he wants. The caster in the title is correct. Vinch's food economy did get decently stopped. I mean, compared to this is a lot more efficient. These archers finally got cleared up by the skirmisher. I don't see any dead villagers. Those are just the 4 we saw break off earlier though. AJ going with these full scout strats, they seem to be working. I mean, he does get up later, but he's going to be up at a very similar time this time around. Suspicious Walton, very suspect, I would say. And tower on the stone, that's a nice preemptive move there from Vinch, especially since skirmishers could approach to that. AJ should be clicking up any second now. Probably after Chris's villager is gonna, yeah, drop the gold and then click up. Military wise, we see a slight villager lead, military lead for Vinch, which doesn't matter because one is a 1 HP scout just chilling over there. Archers and spears, he's probably gonna up quite fast, getting to probably just go heavy on the crossbow idea, to be honest. Vinch does seem moderate, what's the word I'm looking for? And it should make sense, but it doesn't. He is moderately walled, is that the right word? He's well walled. Forging coming for AJ, bloodlines, he's going for the night path. Which is okay, it's a generally good counter against crossbows. The extra range matters a bit less when it comes to knights, because obviously knights travel that 1 extra tile in a very short amount of time. But that's not a big problem. This tower here, preemptive, but again, working wonders. I reckon Vinch's Does he want to go Lombo? Have I seen this game cast before? Or did I watch... Has anyone seen this game cast on Vibly Official before? Because... perhaps... Joshua and Nova casted it live? Nah, maybe they didn't. I don't think they did. Maybe I watched it live. I'm pretty sure Vinch might stream this. If Vinch did stream this, then I probably watched it there. Vinch is dropping TCs obviously because he probably wants to catch up in economy. He did lose quite a bit. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I did show this one live. Vinch does not know about the stable, but he does know about... He sent a villager out this way apparently. And there we go, there's a castle right in the main gold. Yeah, Vinch streamed quite recently. AJ is very limited on the map view. Vinch seems to do a lot more map scouting. And an elephant, a rogue elephant that's just going to get wrecked by spears because it's the way logic works apparently. Huge resource trade there. Again, I need to stop switching to Gaia's line of sight because it doesn't need it. This is just going to get cleaned up. Vinch does know about the knights though, which is useful enough information, but you could have expected it, especially when you saw the elephants. You could have seen the upgrades on them. Obviously the bloodline's +2. And AJ's just teasing him with his villager micro. Really nice from him. TC coming up here on this extra gold as well. Looks like Vinch is going to be really ahead in economy. I mean, he's already caught up in the villagers, which is nice considering he lost like 6 villagers and AJ didn't really lose any. Lombos now is a nice move against Burmese. They have the extra attack over a crossbow, which essentially is quite good against knights. Did they have more attack when they're not? Oh, they did. They've got 6, don't they? I so rarely see Lombos used outside of Imp. It's a weird one for me. Elephants are too much food and too much gold. I don't remember off the top of my head actually. I accidentally opened up capture age documentation, which is not what I intended to do. I want to say 120. 120 food, 70 gold. Sounds right. So this area is going to get pushed, but obviously the watchtower here is going to be quite good. Guard tower from Vinch. I remember seeing this game now. And he's going to wall this in quickly before AJ notices. When the watchtower gets upgraded to guard tower, it will shred mangonels. And of course you can then defend this with the tower to quick wall this in. Lots of Lombos being masked, they're being sent around this way though, 6+2 attack. 8 attack against 4 pierce armor. You know, 4 damage a shot. As soon as you get ballistics, that's going to be killing knights quite easily, especially it's quite easy to mask longbows. Not as easy as crossbows obviously, but... Does he already have ballistics? No he doesn't, but he does have the uni. And he does now have the resources to afford ballistics. That doesn't get walled, but... you know. And Vinch deleted that, I'm pretty sure. Which obviously is quite a nice way to save yourself some stone. As opposed to throwing away stone anyway. Panic. TC coming up here. It's going to protect a quite wide area because it's going to be quite hard to push. Guard tower not on the hill, but obviously a mangonel approaching it is going to be in range before it gets higher on the hill. What happened there? And there we go, mangonel just getting wrecked. So the villagers decide to garrison inside this tower and he just kept his micro up. Then I think he's in a good position for killing these knights. But he's not garrisoning in the tower. Oh, now he's sending the Lombos in. That's a lot of knights, so that can actually run under here, but where's he going to find the damage? Everywhere is protected by TCs at this point. Yeah, he's going to have a hard time raiding because there's not much that's really far from TCs at all here. Even this still has the turret garrison in, and then TC range will kill anything in this area. And again, quick walls in. He's going to lose a couple of villagers here, but he's garrisoning in the tower actually. Might escape. No, he doesn't. But then the knights just get wrecked anyway. We see a second TC from AJ. It's about it. His economy is definitely behind though against 4 TCs obviously. Lots of farms for Vinch considering he's not actually making any food based units. And he's just wrecking the knights. Ballistics now coming in. Vinch is far ahead in economy. He's 4 villagers ahead, but of course with extra TCs he should be shooting ahead. Military wise he's quite far ahead. AJ resources are quite close to clicking up. What does AJ need to click up? He has his workshop. Does he have a monastery? Does he have a uni? I don't actually see AJ's other upbuilding concerning he can click up if he wanted to. AJ not able to click up yet, but he does have 2 mangonels. We'll see how the micro works out here. 7 range against 8 is a little bit tricky. I heard a monastery get built, so that should be AJ clicking up. If that was his monastery anyway. No, looks like it has Vinch's. Yeoman coming up, which is really going to help sniping those mangonels. And Vinch getting a really good position there. What's the Cavalier coming in? Well, Knights rather, not Cavalier. Vinch is further away from clicking up than AJ. Of course, AJ still needs his upbuilding. No, he's building university so he could click up. Fair enough. Maybe he wants to get masonry for this forward castle he's now building. Vinch is messing around his resources so he can click up, and Vinch is up first. He's gonna have a quite good power spike when he has the extra range added. Yeoman and Castle Age is just unexpected. I never see it. Yeah, now I remember I was watching Vinch stream and I said that's just the first time I've seen that in such a long time. It's a nice power move, but you can see why. Did I already cast this game? Or was I watching this live in the game room as a spectator? I don't even remember. Well, Vinch went like 4 TCs, every TC you add slows you down, but then again you also have AJ making a lot of food based units when he only has 2 TCs worth of economy. So it's not quite a 1 TC push level, but he's getting it. AJ building this wall here. Vinch not noticing it, but AJ now knows about this stone. I think AJ just wants to protect from rams or something coming from the side. And outpost over here. So we see a castle coming up for Vinch. Obviously it's going to defend this side a bit better, especially since Vinch could just send in knights. Sorry, AJ can send in knights. I'm used to seeing AJ's pink. It's well, player 6 color. I never usually see this. He's going for 5 stables. He's going for a lot of fast cavalier here. These longbows are a little bit risky to send forward knowing that many knights are on the field, but okay. Knights are not being 1 shot, they're being 2 shot, but I think that's still viable for Vinch to take that fight. Is this single queue? Vinch has about 100 longbows queued up in one and none in the other. He's getting conscription and a treb. If you're up to imp first, then conscription's always really nice to get. Looks like Vinch is going to go for pikes. He's adding a lot of barracks No pikemen yet, no upgrades, no spearmen being made. I think his main focus here is to take out this castle. This castle is on a higher elevation, so any treb in this area, not going to be doing too well. I think Vinch is just trying to take bait here, but he did get Bracer and Chemistry is coming in, so these knights are not going to be really an obstacle until Plate Bar and Armor comes in, and Cavalier. So, what are we seeing? Oh, I need to change my Verbally flag back. Actually, I changed it to England just to annoy Stark. But Vinch is on garrisoning on top of the hill. Smart move. Idling a bit with the Treb though. Actually, why is this Treb only attacking now? I suppose he just idled with it. A couple of knights killed. He's coming back with the longbows though. Not enough pikes to even deal with this. One single pike. These can just dive bomb this, and to be fair, they could kill everything here. I think this is a nice move from AJ if he manages to just clear the rest of this up. Halberdier already out though. Not many halbs, but you know, it's a research that he needs. Vinch is entering by this side. Bit odd. And AJ's backing up. I think AJ just wants to kill the castle. As long as he keeps his trip safe, then he can clear the castles, no more longbows, and that's a big part of Vinch now gone. AJ no attack upgrades yet, aside from forging. Would Iron Casting help him kill a longbow with +4 in one less hit? I don't know. I can't do the math on that. So double caster here being trebbed, and we're seeing no more trebs being added by Vinch. All the Cavalier are gone though. Not too many left, only 19 military, and a lot of those are... I don't even know, what is that military? Because it's like 8 Cavalier. Oh, Vinch has a lot of Cavalier at home. But they're all split up, he doesn't have that much left. We see 47 military, loads of longbows. How is AJ going to fight this? But to be fair, he is getting the castles down. AJ calling the GG. AJ could kill these castles, but I don't see how he's going to work on killing the longbows. Of course, there won't be any more longbows. Every longbow that dies, not a problem. Burmese don't want the skirmishers to fight that though. Maybe AJ can mass more Cavalier. He's only 3 vills behind. But of course, Britain's with 4 TCs, maybe he's just assuming better. A little bit of rain going on here. Maybe not enough. I think that GG seemed a little bit early, just simply because he was able to kill the castles, which is really important for stopping someone making longbows. But yeah, I actually don't know how we'd really follow that one up. What is his anti-halb option? He could probably just keep making the Cavaliers for a while until it starts becoming something like Arblast mixed in with halbs. Then maybe we could do something like Champ Ram, Champ Onager maybe. Even Halb Onager would probably be slightly cost effective. But the Arblast would still be quite good against, obviously, both the Rams and even Onagers wouldn't be too well. What could Burmese do against that? It is a little bit tricky. Do Burmese have heavy Scorpio actually? I never pay attention, I never use them. As soon as I get Burmese, I just go monks. I'm just like, I see monks, I'm like, monks is happening today. They do have heavy Scorpion. Perhaps that would have been an option for him. But AJ definitely knows what he's doing better than I do. He kept all the economy running mechanically when this was all going on. So yeah, that's the last game for today. We are just going to close this.